Dudes and dudettes, I swear to God, not making this up. We got a plus quest, yo. Super exciting, right? Like, who cares about story? I just want to learn how to fly the skies of this particular zone. This quest is called Out of Sight. It is indeed a plus quest. It's given to us by someone in Aligiri. I don't believe it popped up until the last story quest it just did. So, yeah. Here we go. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. You've a bit of time to spare, I hope. Well, I mean, we're trying to, like, take... Okay. It seemed a bloody miracle we managed to take Aligiri without spilling a drop of blood, but it was all thanks to one man, a man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest with you, but I think it'd be best to resolve the matter quietly if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post, but you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? You adventurers are good folk. Now, I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bout, his name, B as in boy, A-U-T as in Tom, apostrophe, S as in Sam, his name, he can tell you the rest. By the way, that fucking repeat sound... Oh, it's this dude freaking swapping out a cannon. Or priming the cannon? Loading it? I don't know. He's shoving, a giant cotton wad looking thing, which they use to load cannons, and they could also theoretically use it to clean the cannon, I guess? I don't know. I don't know things. I make up a lot of things. Except for the things that I don't make up. You're welcome. Oh, cutscene talking about. Alright, it's got some cutscene. The adventurer who slew Lord Van Belsar? So they sent you to claim my head then? You explain what you're doing here. Brazen Brook sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Aligiri. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. Were you an asshole to them? Huh? Okay. Welcome to Jazzwolf. Let's speak with some villagers. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name. Don't even try to force me. Okay, I'm going to try. Jedialani. Bout? The place wouldn't be the same without him, and we certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance. So, that's 1 out of 3 says he's a good guy. Or goodish, I suppose. Wadeiri. Where do you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him. Unless you're looking to pick a fight, you'll keep your mouth shut. Okay. 2 out of 3, good. And Frank. Sorry. It's like Frank, but with a U. Frank. What do you want with Bout? He's not in trouble, is he? We already told the Alliance scum they can't have him. Alright. It's okay. It's alright. You seem to be a good guy tonight. Okay, can I go this way? Can I go? Yeah. There you are. Now do you see what the cause for my hesitation? In light of their reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being, but for all intents and purposes, I am a war prisoner. The villagers initially meant to keep me hidden, but harboring one's enemy is a serious crime no matter whose side you're on, and I've heard what the Alliance does to those who help the Garleans. The stuff of nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody, but if the villagers should take arms in protest, they don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazen Brook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger, but there's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Aligiri to allow for my surrender. Maybe. 285 Paladin Bracelets. If you give me another Aether Current quest, I might do it. So Paladin bracelets or Dragoon bracelets. 285. So I'm on Paladin. Let's check it out. I've got 273 currently. Let's do it. Let's do this Paladin upgrade. Yeah, buddy. Okay. 278 is my new Paladin average item level. I apologize, my dude. I have no interest in doing this. Well, 280. Hold on. That would be a monu-fucking-mental upgrade for my red mage. And still pretty good for my white mage, but you know what? We're gonna do it. So this is gonna be one of those rare 2 quests in a row on the same video. So public opinion. Let me write that down, por favor. Because I would like those. I could fucking buy them, but whatever. So you help then? Good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. Though I'd love to spare my blushes and leave this all to you, we need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both make a sweep of the village and meet back here? One of the rare freaking times I will do a quest that only gives gear and not an Aether Current or Affable Elder. If Bout hadn't stopped his men, I wouldn't be standing here before you. He was hard but fair, and now these resistance fighters have taken over the place. Sure, they seem friendly now, but just you wait. I mean, I have met some unfriendly alliance people, but lighthearted lass. I never did anything wrong, but the Garlemans would always hit me. Mr. Bot was different, though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me, too? So when they say lass, they mean a young girl. Okay. Hopefully. Otherwise, Bout or anyone playing with, quote-unquote, a diligent youth. I think it's fair to say we all owe Bout a great debt. I'd tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why not go talk to Jailani? Fucking... That name I said I wouldn't pronounce or try to, and then did try to. Jedialani. I feel like I'm Italian when I do it. Ah, the adventure from before. Mercy, was it? You wish to know more about Bout? I would love to tell you all about him, but first I must ask a favor. The village has been plagued by spitting spinners as of late. I took a look around and discovered they've built a nest close by. I considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more than capable of the job. Help me get rid of the nests, and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed? Excellent. Let's get going then. I'll lead the way. Just as an aside, Jedilani, you could just say go in this direction, and I would go there because I'd have a marker on my map. You don't have to go and risk your life to point out these. I'm assuming are going to be spiders. But that's a little inside baseball. It's kind of meta. It's a little bit meta gaming. But you are an NPC, so I don't really give a shit if you meta game. Quit attacking me, big old grasshopper bitches. As far as I know, based on only my memory, which is shoddy, and only my playing through Final Fantasy XI, grasshopper mobs did not exist until the Chapulis. Oh, fuck, was it? I don't remember which expansion. I think it was the Otter Gone expansion, but I can't be for sure. I can't be sure. There you are. The nest is just ahead. Okay. There is, in fact, a thing I gotta click on here. Spinner's web. There's no webs at all in this entire area, but sure, go off with your dumb... Oops, I meant to do this. well. Oh, there's more. Okay, never mind, sorry. These die so easily. Kind of sad. Now there's only one of them. What's the deal here, eh? You are lasting longer, but you're not bigger, you're not scarier. I don't understand the purpose of you. Oh, exam. Okay, I already did that. Cool. All right. Thank you ever so much. I can't tell you how many we've lost. We've nearly lost trying to do away with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused us trouble. When the Garleans first took Alagiri, these lands were rife with spinners for a time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. Our village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect such a place, but no. They would come only to get deep into their cups, or take out their frustrations on whoever happened to be present at the time. If we weren't suffocating at the hands of the drunken soldiers, we were fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There was nothing we could do but endure their mocking laughter as we struggled to survive. Sorry. Bao changed all that. After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I can say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Bao is a good man, and I hope in time you'll come to see him as we do. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I probably will. Good guy, I guess, in a bad circumstance. Trying to do the most good he can with the power he has been given. By the bad circumstance people. Alright. Bout, I'm coming for you, bud. I might be getting rid of the bird in my favorite mounts rotation. It's just too fucking big. If I could fly at all times, then the bird makes more sense. Anyway, no matter who I talked to, there was too much beating around the bush to get any clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? You explain what happened. They said all that? Well, I'm no saint. I was just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. I'd seen enough of it before coming here. It's amazing how treatment of the Empire's subjects can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Garlean's presence, and yet there are others whose denizens would welcome death with open arms. The only escape from either is to join their armies. If you manage to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship, a chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity. I fought and I fought until before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. But it was too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death, snatched away by some widespread illness. He goes silent for a second. The suffering of these people only served to remind me of my loss, so I put an end to it. Simple as that. Yet still they thank me, after I have killed so many. I'll never understand such nonsense. At least now we know for certain the reason for their adoration. Now we just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. Not worth protecting. Okay, that was a twist. I didn't see coming. Anyway. I'll take the red mage because it's such a freaking upgrade. I kind of want to continue this quest still. Or this line. Hold on. God, it's a big upgrade. Okay. 275 up to 276. It's kind of sad. Then again, I played games where your item level could just skyrocket. And it also didn't always feel okay. So there's a ring, 285, paladin or dragoon. be a good boost for either of them. It does lose tenacity though. You know what? I'm just so curious. I'm sorry. So the next quest is called Dragged Through the Mud. We'll need a good lie if we're going to change their opinions of me. I've got it! A holy man here in Alighieri was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It was the former Imperial commander who killed him, but you can tell people it was me. He hands over something. Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold, dead hands. They'll be so blinded with hate, execution will seem too good a punishment for me. Then again, if people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person and gauge their reaction before we set the rumor mill. To spinning. Try speaking with Jedialani and see if this gets her blood boiling. I'm suddenly a lot less interested, but whatever. What's this about? What's this about, Bout? Bout's ring. How awful! The people of Alighieri will be furious to hear of this. Why, they might even consider handing him over to the Allied forces, which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? You're taken aback. I haven't known you long, but I know an honorable woman when I see one. I refuse to believe you would try to smear his reputation and turn us against him. I can imagine why you might try, though. When you return to Bout, you can tell him what I have told him countless times before. No matter what horrible deeds he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travelers come and go from Alighieri quite often, but should they wish to stay, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. We have no interest in the man Bout used to be, only the man he is now. Even if he was a murderer in the past, he's been nothing but kind to us since arriving here. The man we know has a gentle soul, and that is why we would protect him. I expected as much, but still, an interesting outlook on life. Generally, the things you do in your past do matter, so... Oh, fuck, what the heck? Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I fucked up. I somehow deleted. I know exactly how I did it, but I didn't know I did it. How did she take the news? She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. Hand over the ring again. To hand this time. So back to him. They only care about the man I am now? What sort of man am I supposed to be, My family is dead. I can't return to the Garleans. That's not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumor to sway their opinions of me. I'll have to think of something soon, though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Could you try speaking with Jedialani once more? Not to spread more falsehoods, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time you return. Sorry, I just got an email from a mom. Not email, text. Whatever. Alright, Jedialani. Jedialani. Let me guess. Bout sent you again, didn't he? Yep. He can conjure up whatever lies he likes, but he cannot change our minds, though I suppose I can understand his worry. I am loath to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could resolve all this. It could also make things much worse. If only there was someone among them who knew what a kind and caring man Bout was. Perhaps then we could convince them to show him mercy. Hey, that's my name, yo. Bout has been speaking with Brazen Brook in private about his surrender? Does this mean the Allied forces will soon come for him? Let's go and speak with him while there's still time. I was gonna say, you're not walking in the direction of Bout, which doesn't actually mean anything, but you were walking more or less in the direction of Brazen Brook. Cutscene. Ah, you brought company. What can I do for the two of you? You explain. An appeal on Bout's behalf? I'm not sure I follow. Please, Brazenbrook, is there nothing you can do to have him pardoned? Or better yet, take me in his stead. Say I am his accomplice, and I will tell your superiors anything they wish to hear. Whoa, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, he's still a soldier of the Garlean Empire, an Imperial Centurion at that. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody. You can't! The people of Alighieri will not stand for his execution. What? No one said anything about an execution. But the Garleans told us you kill all the soldiers you capture. For goodness' sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies he left behind, and his testimony as to what we've found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. That's not to say he won't face punishment, mind you, but he's got to come in for questioning. I see. After so many years under their rule, the Garleans had convinced us you were no better, if not worse, than they were. On behalf of all the people of Alighieri, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for clearing up this terrible misunderstanding. Bout will no doubt be relieved to hear of this. Let's go and share the good news. There were some sounds in or close and outside the house that I live in, so of course the good guard dog, you know, is doing her duty. She a good girl. Jedilani's here, but no Bout. It seems Bout has left us a note. Dear Mercy, the time has come to bid you my final farewell. Try as I might to focus on the present, the past still haunts me. My family calls. If you can find it within you to grant me one last favor, I bid you deliver my head to the Allied forces. What the fuck? I have enclosed instructions to this end. No, we can't, Mercy. We have to stop him. Okay, fucking, we're gonna continue then. So, Paladin ring 285 or Dragoon ring 285. I think Paladin at least has one 279, and Dragoon has both 270. And the Paladin ring that I have here does not have tenacity on it. Well, my other two do. So I'm gonna pick Dragoon. It's not common for me to do that, but here's the other thing. So Vitality 49, Tenacity 46 is what I would be losing. Vitality 50, good fucking whatever, great, one more, awesome. Yeah, so yeah, Dragoon it is. Let's put that bish on. Okay, Dragoon goes from 274 to 275. Okay. Back to Paladin. The last quest, theoretically, hopefully, because, yeah. Second chances, alright. We can't let him go through this, Mercy. It looks like he's heading northwest, toward the fringes. I pray we're not too late. I got Wind Up Alphino at my side, my minion. I don't see... Oh, way the fuck up there. Oh, great. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute or two. And no, I do not know of a telepoint or etherite, whatever, that makes this faster, so that's what we're doing. I do wish there was some, maybe there's an incentive that I don't know about, and I would like to know about it if there is one. But to do the fates, even if it's something I can just sell for a good amount of money on the auction house, like, doing fates seems to serve no purpose after you get to like your max level in your max rank in your chosen alliance. Fuck, what's it called? Jadilani is here. She's not doing great. Don't worry about me. Safe bout. I did not need to talk to her, but she was there, so I did. Bout is facing down this, like, warthog lion thing. And so too am I. Vulgar Pantera. I think I did my max damage the best I could there. And I get one more Holy Shock, or whatever it's called, Holy Spirit, before my damage booster runs out. Ooh, I like that. I think I could have done it a tad better. So it's like you pop the damage booster, and then you do Spirits Within, followed by Royal Authority, followed by Circle of Scorn. Or maybe you do... So Fight or Flight's your damage booster. So right before you do that, and then you immediately do Royal Authority, and then follow it up with Spirits Within, and follow it up with Holy Spirit, follow it up with Circle of Scorn, then Goring Blade. But since Goring Blade is my highest damage ability, I should probably do that one first. So Fight or Flight, Goring Blade, Spirits Within, Royal Authority, Circle of Scorn, Holy Spirit. And then I think I would have just enough time left over to do Fast Blade, Riot Blade, Royal Authority, Holy Spirit. I'll try that next time. If I can remember it, I'll try that next time. Alright, Bout. You look hurt. I will aid you. I can heal you, but that's not a cutscene anyway. He's up. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to thank you for saving my life. Bout, Mercy, thank goodness you're both unharmed. He looks to both of us. Why in the hells did you bring her here? You explain. Cowards, the lot of them. They would waste the chance to make an example of me. This is all our fault. If we hadn't shown such aggression to the Allied forces, they would have likely made their intentions clear long ago. Ages ago. You needn't apologize. If I had known they wouldn't kill me, I would have merely sought another way to death's door. But why? You have so much to live for. I have nothing. What is a man without his family? A soldier without his men? I've stained my hands with the blood of so many innocents, and for what? You still have Alighieri. It would have been all too easy to stand by and watch as the soldiers taunted and tormented us, that you chose to show us mercy. That was me. Well, that was... He looks down. After all the good you've done here, are we not worth living for? Am I not worth living for? Oh, uh-oh. She's pretty. But they try to make pretty much everyone, yeah. I know I can never replace your family. I would never try, but I'd like to try and make you happy, if you'll let me. What? We're both shocked. Has this obsession with loss truly made you so blind? The people of Alighieri care about you, none more so than me. You brought light and hope back into our lives, and I would return that kindness 100-fold if I can. As one cute cat lady speaking for another, go for it, dude. Yes, by all means. Let's get married, settle down here in the village, and fill our cottage with the pitter-patter of little feet. That... marriage? I didn't mean to... That's not to say I'm opposed to... Oh dear, this is all so sudden. He laughs. Okay, he's laughing. Okay, he's joking. Okay, thank God. Before you let your imagination run wild, there's still the matter of my surrender to the Allied forces. I'm going to need your help in assuring the others that I won't be put to death. Yes, of course. I suppose this is it now. I know not what they have in store for me, but I will at last atone for my crimes. When they release me, well, it seems I have something worth waiting for. Thank you for everything. How quick he goes from wanting to die because his entire family, his wife and kids are dead, to, oh hey, there's this cute cat girl that wants me. So life is worth living after all. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Mostly okay, but I don't. It's a video game, I don't care. There she is, the hero of the hour. I don't know how you did it, but Jirilani returned just now with bout in tow. He says he's ready to turn himself in. What's more, public reaction to his surrender has been surprisingly calm. The last thing we need is to be fending off the people we came to save. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I'm sure they'd be chasing us out of here with pitchforks and torches by now. To make sure they don't, we'll all be taken if Elif had a bout spoke in building better relations with the townsfolk. It'll take some work, to be sure, but we'll get this place back to the way it used to be. Alright. White mage ring or red mage ring, 285. Red mage could use a little bit of love. White mage could use a little bit more love. Just a tiny bit more. And since I'm doing just fine on my white mage, I think buffing my red mage would be the smarter thing. Crit spell speed. Crit determination. Well, spell speed doesn't matter as much for a red mage. You get an instant cast every other cast. If you're doing it right. Or crit piety for the white mage. Yeah, I'll go with red mage. Why not? Alright. Pop over to red mage. Pop on this second ring. We go from 276 to 277. Hey. Alright. That is the end of this quest chain. Out of Sight was the plus quest that gave us the Aether Current. Public opinion followed it. Dragged Through the Mud followed that. And Second Chances was the last one. I'm somewhat happy I did it. It was a weird freaking ending. I will not be doing all of these others non-plus quests, but we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.